Hello everybody, my name is Rashi and today we are going to learn class 8 science 8th chapter, that is the cell structure and its functions and the fundamental unit of life. दिस इज़ एन इंट्रोडक्शन वीडियो. एक इंट्रोडक्शन वीडियो और हमें इस चैप्टर में पढ़ना है सेल के बारे में, उसके स्ट्रक्चर्स के बारे में एंड अबाउट इट्स फंक्शंस. You have already learned that things around us are either living or non-living. Further, you may recall that all living organisms carry out the certain basic functions. Can you list these functions and answer me in comment box? Different sets of organs perform the various functions you have listed. In this chapter, you shall learn about the basic structural unit of an organ, which is the cell. Cell may be compared to bricks. Bricks are assembled to make a building. Similarly, cells are assembled to make the body of every organism. This is a little introduction about this chapter. Now we will learn all the points in the detail. So let's move to the first topic, that is the what is the cell. Cell is a basic structural and function unit of a life, and in other words, cell make a living things to carry out activities to keep a living thing alive. Okay, so this is a simple and easiest definition about this. In this definition, it says that it is a basic structural and functional unit of a life. In the word cell, make a लिविंग थिंग, मतलब वो लिविंग थिंग्स को कैरी आउट करते हैं हमारी एक्टिविटीज़ परफॉर्म करने में हमारे बॉडी की. सो इसे हम सेल कहते हैं. Okay, now what is this cell theory? Cell theory means a discovery of a cell. How would a cell discover or born? Cell theory is a collection of ideas to conclusion from many different scientists over time that describes cells and how cell operate. All known living things are made up of one or more cells. Means living thing एक और ज़्यादा सेल से ही बनती है, like a multicellular. All living cells arise from the pre-existing cells by division. मतलब pre-existing मतलब पुराने जो सेल्स होते हैं उनसे नई बनकर ही हमारे सेल जो होते हैं वो pre-exist होते हैं, मतलब न्यू में फॉर्म होते रहते हैं और ज़्यादा बढ़ते रहते हैं. The cell is the basic unit of a structure and function in all living organ. मतलब सेल है हमारी बॉडी में, जो सेल है वो बेसिक यूनिट है. अगर वो नहीं होता तो हम इस दुनिया में रह नहीं पाते. ऑफ अ स्ट्रक्चर एंड फंक्शन इन अ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म, इस लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म में. सो दिस इज अ लिटिल सेल थ्योरी. नाउ सेल थ्योरी टाइमलाइन वी विल रन. ओके, नाउ in 1665 Robert Hooke discovered the cell firstly Robert Hooke, and secondly in the 1674 Anton van Leeuwenhoek discovered living cell. He discovered only cell and he discovered the living cell. Okay, these points you have to keep in mind. And the third is in 1883 Robert Brown, it is here given Robert Hooke and here it is given Robert Brown discovered a nucleus. Okay, and dates, their names and who discovered what, their theory and timeline you have to keep in mind. Okay, these three scientists discovered this and the more scientists are given, we will learn further. That is the next is 1835 Flex Dujardin discovered fluid content of a cell, and in 1838 Matisse and Satchweldin proposed all plants of made up of the cell. मतलब सारे प्लांट जो सेल से बने हैं उन्हें डिस्कवर्ड किया. And in 1839 J. Purkinje named the fluid content of a cell as protoplasm. Dates and their names and what they discover, there is given in this definitional point. Okay, now the next scientist we will going to learn that in 1839 Theodore Satchweldin proposed all animals of the made up of the cells. Here Theodore Satchweldin proposed animals and here the Matisse Satchweldin proposed all types of plants. This is little bit confusion but you have to solve it. In 1845 Carl Heinrich Braun proposed the cell in the basic unit of a life, and in 1855 Rudolf Virchow proposed all cells arise from pre-existing cells. Okay, for to make a more cells by one on there he discovered that theory. Okay, now what these are the some name of the scientists. Now we will move to the next topic, that is the unicellular organism. What is mean by unicellular organism? An organism that is made up of only one cell is called as unicellular. मतलब ऐसे टाइप के ऑर्गेनिज्म जो कि सिर्फ एक ही सेल से बनते हैं, इसे हम यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म कहते हैं. लाइक एंजुलिना, पैरामीशियम, ईस्ट. These are जो कि सिर्फ एक ही सेल से बनते हैं. जैसे एग्जाम्पल्स एंजुलिना, पैरामीशियम एंड द यीस्ट. एंड नेक्स्ट इज द मल्टीसेलुलर. मल्टीसेलुलर मीन्स जो एन ऑर्गेनिज्म दैट इज मेड अप ऑफ मोर देन वन सेल, इट इज कॉल्ड अ मल्टीसेलुलर. मतलब जो कि एक से ज़्यादा सेल से बनते हैं उसे मल्टीसेलुलर कहते हैं. लाइक अ प्लांट्स में एक ही सेल नहीं होता है, एक से ज़्यादा कहते हैं और होते. और एनिमल्स और ह्यूमन मिक्स में ट्रिलियंस ऑफ दिस सेल्स होते हैं. सो एनिमल्स में भी मल्टीसेलुलर होते हैं. एंड फंगस में भी एक सेल नहीं होता है, उसे मोर देन वन सेल होते हैं. सो दीज आर द मल्टीसेलुलर्स. नाउ मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स अंडर माइक्रोस्कोप. मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स जो होते हैं वो माइक्रोस्कोप के अंडर अगर हम ऑब्जर्व करें तो कैसे दिखते हैं. ये लीफ सेल है. लीफ को हम अगर माइक्रोस्कोप के अंडर ऑब्जर्व करते हो हमें स्ट्रोमाटास, एंड अगर हम डीप में माइक्रोस्कोप से देखें तो हमें और डीप में लीफ सेल्स में के सेल्स दिखाई देंगे. सो इन दिस पिक्चर यू कैन ऑब्जर्व. And then muscle cells, you are observing here muscle cells. These are the multicellular under the microscopes. Okay, now the size of a cell. What is the size of a cell? Cells vary in size. Most cells are very small microscopic, some may have very large microscopic. The unit used to measure size is of a cell is known as the micrometer. This point you have to keep in mind. Micrometer जो ऐसा यूनिट होता है जो कि हमें सेल की साइज मेजर करने में यूज होता है. लाइक माइक्रोमीटर दैट इज 1/1000 मिलीमीटर. मतलब एक माइक्रोमीटर जो होता है 1/1000 मिलीमीटर के बराबर होता है हमारी बॉडी के लिए. Micrometer, mm, this word is very useful and very important for you guys. Okay, and the smallest cell, microplasm, size of 0.1 micrometer is there of the smallest cell is there. Which is the smallest cell? This question can come in your exam. That is the mycoplasma also we can say. Microplasm is not there. And the largest cell is the ostrich egg, which is a 18 centimeter, means 170 micrometer to the 130 micrometer. The largest cell of ostrich egg is there. These points and these two cells you have to largest and the smallest cell keep in your mind. Okay, now next topic, that is the size of cells in human. In human cell, what is the size of the cell? Smallest cell. Which is the smallest cell in human? That cells that which we are learned, that is the just a simple size of a cell of an animal. Now these are the human cell. Smallest cell is the sperm and the size is 5 micrometer. And the largest cell is ovum cell. That size is 120 micrometer. And the longest cell is the largest cell will have ovum cell, and the longest cell is the nerve cell, that is 1 micrometer, means 1 yam. Okay, in picture you can observe that how the sizes of the cell are given. Okay, now we will move to the shape of cells. What are the shapes of cells? Cells vary in shape. Variation depends mainly upon the function of cells. Some cells like Angelina and amoeba can change their shape. Amoeba is irregular. Amoeba is having a irregular shape. मतलब कभी भी वो एक shape में नहीं होता है, वो अपने shapes हर बार change करता रहता है. And they can change their shape. But most cells have fixed shape. मतलब बहुत सारे cells को fixed shape होता है, but amoeba को है वो fixed shape नहीं होता. आप अपने NCERT question में भी true or false का question है एक, amoeba has a irregular shape, तो उसका आंसर true आता है. Okay, so this question is given in your book. Human RBCs are circular biconcave for easy passage through human capillaries. Nerve cells are branched to the conduct impulses from one point to another. And human WBCs, RBCs means red blood cells and WBCs means white blood cells, can change their shape to engulf the microorganism that enter the body. This is the shape of these cells about the WBC and RBC nerve cells. Okay, Now, the structure of the cell. How is the structure of cell? The detailed structure of the cell has been studied under the compound microscope. You know the picture of the microscope and electron microscope. Certain structures can be seen only under the electron microscope. बहुत सारे पिक्चर्स जो होते हैं वो इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप के अंडर ही देखे जाते हैं. द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ अ सेल एज सीन अंडर एन इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप इज कॉल्ड एन अल्ट्रा स्ट्रक्चर. जो ये पॉइंट आपको ध्यान में रखना होगा, जो स्ट्रक्चर सेल का हम इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप के अंदर देखते हैं उसे हम अल्ट्रा स्ट्रक्चर कहते हैं. Okay, ultra structure, it is for the electron compound microscope magnification 2000x and the electron microscope magnification that is the 5 lakh x. मतलब इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप का जो मैग्निफिकेशन होता है, मतलब उसका डिपेंडेंस की थ्योरी जो होती है वो 5 लाख ईयर्स पहले बना है, 5 lakhs year x. Okay, this point I give an underline, you have to keep it in mind. Okay, now we will move to the points of the and parts of the animal cell. What are the parts of the animal cell? Nucleus, Golgi bodies, vesicle, plasma membrane, mitochondria, cytoskeleton, centroid, lysosome, cytoplasm, rough endemic reticulum, RER, and smooth endemic reticulum, and nucleolus. In the picture, this is a nucleus and the Golgi bodies, that these are the Golgi bodies, and the vesicle means this is the vesicle, I dotted here, this is the vesicle. Plasma membrane means this fourth one is the plasma membrane. Mitochondria, fifth one, this is the mitochondria in the orange structure, and the sixth one is the cytoskeleton. These points you have to not learn now. This is the cytoskeleton, and the lysosome is the lysosomes are this yellow color, lysosomes are there, and the cytoplasm, this 8th is the cytoplasm, and the 9th is the 8th is the lysosomes, and the 9th is the cytoplasm. This is the yellow structure, this is the cytoplasm, and the rough endemic reticulum means this 10th one, this blue structure is the rough endemic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic endoplasmic reticulum, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is this boxes like structure, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. And the nucleolus means this small structure like present in a crust, it is known as the nucleolus. Okay, so these are the all parts of the animal cell. Now we will move to the next about the plant cell. Okay, now the nucleus, this first is the same in the plant and animal cell. All parts are same, but their places are changed from one place to another. Golgi bodies are this, and the vesicle also the small little present. Lysosomes are this, and the plasma membrane, this silver sheet is the plasma membrane. Mitochondria means this orange structure is the mitochondria, and the chloroplast means this green like a matter like structure is given, green balls, that is the that is the chloroplast. Cell wall means this is a sheet which is given, that is the cell wall to cover the area, that is the cell wall. And the vacuole, in 9th it is present vacuole, this big like structure, it is a vacuole. And the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, this is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and the rough endoplasmic reticulum also are the same. And the nucleolus means it is present in the crust like structure. They all parts are same, all names are same, but their places are only changed, but little bit only. Okay, so this is the structure of the plant cell. Now we will move to the next, that is the bacterial cell. Capsule, this picture is not for you, but I'll explain you. Bacterial cell, capsule, cell wall, plasma membrane, cytoplasm, flagellum, food granule, plasmid, DNA means deoxybro acid, natural nucleic acid, and the ribosomes, nucleoid pili are these parts of the bacterial cell. The number first is given, there is the capsule, number second where arrow is given cell wall, third is the plasma membrane, fourth cytoplasm, fifth flagellum 6th number, food granule, plasmid 7th, ribosomes 8th, and nucleoid 9, and telomeres 10. Okay, so these are the bacterial cell. Now the structure of the cell wavelength. If we study a cell under micro, अगर आपने कभी स्टडी किया होगा माइक्रोस्कोप के अंदर सेल को, we will come across 3 features in almost every cell: प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन, न्यूक्लियस एंड द साइटोप्लाज्म. हम कुछ ऑब्जर्व करेंगे एवरी सेल में. हम प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन, न्यूक्लियस एंड द साइटोप्लाज्म को ऑब्जर्व कर सकते. ऑल एक्टिविटीज इनसाइड द सेल एंड इट्स इंटरैक्शन ऑफ द cell with its environment are possible due to these features. अगर environment पे कुछ possible हो रहा है, cell possible हो रहा है, तो वो इस ये सारे features से वो possible हो रहा है. So first is the plasma membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm. साइटोप्लाज्म में 2 पॉइंट्स है: कैस्टोलोल, सेल ऑर्गेनेलीज, एंड द एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम, गोल्गी बॉडीज, लाइसोसोम्स, वैक्यूल्स, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, प्लास्टी, सेंट्रोसोम, साइटोस्केलेटन. ये सब पार्ट्स आते हैं स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ सेल्स में. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट टॉपिक दैट इज द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन. प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन मीन्स एक्सट्रीमली डेलिकेटेड थिन इलास्टिक लिविंग एंड सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन जो होता है उसे प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन कहते हैं. मेड अप द 2 layers ऑफ द लिपिड मॉलिक्यूल इन विच प्रोमोट इन द मॉलिक्यूल आर फ्लोटिंग. थिकनेस वैरीज फ्रॉम 75 by 110 A, मतलब 175 से 110 जो होता है वहाँ तक उसकी थिकनेस होती है. कैन बी ऑब्जर्व्ड अंडर द इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रो, और वो इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप के अंडर ऑब्जर्व किया जाता है. उसी के माइक्रोस्कोप के नीचे वो ऑब्जर्व किया जाता है. हमने पहले पढ़ा था दैट आई लाइक टू आस्क यू वन क्वेश्चन दैट इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप्स हैव हाउ मैनी quantity, how many measures it is having. You can answer me in the comment box how many measures are there to the electron that X like structure. Okay, now functions: maintain shape and size of the cell, protects internal contents of the cell, regulates entry of exit of the substance in and out of the cell, maintain homeostasis. Same plasma membrane कहते हैं. Now cell wall. Cell wall means non-living and the outermost covering of the cell can be tough, rigid and sometimes flexible, made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and the plastin. These all parts are not there. This is only cell wall for you. Cell wall means the outer covering of the part of the cell. It is known as the cell wall. Okay, now the cell wall, the parts are pectin, cellulose, hemicellulose and the plasma membrane. These 4 parts are only present in the cell wall. Now the nucleus. Nucleus means the dense spherical body located near the center of the cell. Diameter varies by the 10 and 25 micrometer. Present in all the cell except red RBCs and the sleeve tube cells. Well developed in the plant and animals, undeveloped in bacteria and blue-green algae. Cyanobacteria, we can say. Most of the cells are uninucleated, having only one nucleus. Few types of the cell have more than one nucleus, like a skeletal muscle cells. This is the nucleus, and which is the nucleus present. This picture you are seeing, this is the nucleus. Okay, now next is the nucleus and the nucleolus also, we can say. Nucleus and the nucleolus. In nucleus, the nucleolus small part is present, and in the nucleus nuclear pores, nucleolus, there you can see the center round like structure is there, no? That is the nucleolus. And the nuclear envelope and the nuclear membrane also, we can say. And the nucleoplasm and the chromatin are the parts of the nucleus. Okay, now the next is the nucleus. In the nucleus and deep in the nucleus, the present parts are there: chromosomes, chromatin fiber, histone, chromatin and DNA, deoxyribose, natural acid, and gene. It is a gene means gene. Chromosomes contains sketch of DNA called genes. Genes transfer the hereditary information from one generation to the next. It is known as the nucleus. Cytoplasm. Cytoplasm means what? Jelly-like material formed by 80% of the water present between the plasma membrane and the nucleus, which is the cytoplasm. One second. This picture green-like structure you are observing. This cytoplasm contain the clear liquid portion called Vacuoles and the various particles. Particles are proteins, carbohydrates, nucleic acids, lipids, and the inorganic ions. Also contains many organelles with distinct structure and function. Some of these organelles are visible only under the electron microscope, granular and the dense in animal cell, the thin in the plant. This is the cytoplasm and its topic definition. ER also we can say endoplasmic reticulum, and this short form is ER, endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, and endoplasmic reticulum is the network of the tubular. This is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Two endoplasmic reticulums are there, rough endoplasmic reticulum and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. This is the rough endoplasmic reticulum and this is the nozzles-like structure. This is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and the ribosomes are there. These are the ribosomes. 1 minute. These are the dot-like structure are there. They are the ribosomes. Okay. And the functions they happen that given internal support to the cytoplasm RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the synthesized secretory proteins and the membrane proteins. वो membrane protein को और the secretory proteins होते हैं उसे वो function करता है. SER smooth endoplasmic reticulum है वो lipids for the cell membrane. ये question आपको एग्जाम में ज़रूर आएगा बिकॉज ये RER जो है मीन्स रफ एंडोप्लाज्मिक एंड SER है वो उसका फंक्शन क्या है वो आप पूछ सकते हैं. वो किससे सिंथेसाइज करते हैं? तो स्मूथ वो करते हैं वो लिपिड्स फ्रॉम फॉर सेल मेम्ब्रेन एंड रफ होते हैं वो प्रोटीन सेक्रेटरी प्रोटीन्स एंड मेम्ब्रेन प्रोटीन्स के लिए वो फंक्शन करते हैं. ओके. A liver cell SER detoxified drugs and poisons, and in muscle cell SER store calcium ions. So these points you have to keep in the mind. Now Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies are discovered by Camillo Golgi. Her surname is Golgi, so he kept that her cell name is the Golgi Bodies, formed by the sacs of the 5-8 membranous sacs. Sacs are usually flattened and are called the cernes and has two ends. CIS phase situated near the endoplasmic reticulum and the trans phase situated near the cell membrane, and its functions are modified sorts and packs material synthesized in this cell, delivers synthesized materials to various targets inside the cell and outside the cell, produces vacuole and the secretory vesicles from the plasma membrane and the lysosomes. These are the Golgi bodies and Golgi body at work. Plasma membrane, vesicles, Golgi bodies, and the lysosomes, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the nucleus. The points are present and how they work by each other, and in that vesicle is 1 minute, and in that vesicle is the main point, and all the points are coming through the vesicle and they work by the vesicle and through the byways through the plasma membrane. This is the picture of shows how the Golgi bodies work their positions and their places. Now the next is the lysosomes. Lysosomes means the small spherical membrane sac, and they have hydrolytic enzymes and the membrane. These 2 points only have to keep in mind. Hydrolytic enzymes are present and my membrane is present in the lysosomes. But just finish. Now the vacuoles. Vacuoles in the tonoplast and the vacuoles present, and the single membrane sac filled with the liquid or the sap. In animal cell, vacuoles are temporary, small in the size and few in number. In plant cell, vacuoles are large and more in number. मतलब plants में वो vacuoles ज़्यादा होते हैं और more number में होते हैं और वो contractile होते हैं. मे बी वो contractile भी हो सकते हैं और non contractile भी हो सकते हैं. So this is the vacuoles and their functions are store various substances including waste products and maintain osmotic pressure of the cell, store food particles in amoeba cell, and provide turgidity and rigidity to the plant cell. So these is the vacuoles. Mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse. Mitochondria, we can say in simple, it is the powerhouse of a cell. It provides electricity. Like an example I can give, it provides how the electric machine provides electricity to our houses. So electric machine is what? Mitochondria. So like that, mitochondria is a powerhouse, and it is a parts of the mitochondria: ribosomes, matrix, secretaries, DNA, outer membrane, inner membrane. So mitochondria, in simple language, we can say that it is the powerhouse of the cell. Okay. And mitochondria's functions are to provide ATP means adenosine triphosphate. Plastids means what? Plastids means chloroplast, chromoplast, leucoplast, elacoplast, amyloplast and the proteoplast. ये सब plastids है, but ये सारे plastids है, plast और plastids, what you can say. But chromoplast, chloroplast, leucoplast, these 3 topics only we have to learn in this class, and these 3 topics we have to learn in the further classes. Okay. What is plastids? Plastids normally होते क्या है? वो जो डबल मेम्ब्रेन होते हैं वो ऑर्गेनेली से बाउंड किए जाते हैं और इनसाइड द प्लांट सेल एंड द सम अलगी, और सब कुछ अलगी में और प्लांट सेल में वो डिपेंड करते हैं, तो वो डबल मेम्ब्रेन होते हैं. दे आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर एक्टिविटीज़ रिलेटेड फॉर मेकिंग द स्टोरिंग फूड. और प्लास्टिड्स को हम फूड स्टोर करने की मशीन कह सकते हैं. जैसे कि माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया को पावर हाउस कहते हैं, तो प्लास्टिड्स को हम बाय द मशीन ऑफ द, एंड इट इज़ हैविंग एक्टिविटी टू द स्टोर फूड. तो दीज आर प्लास्टिड्स. ओके. नाउ द chromoplast is the carrot pigment protein. Chromoplast होता क्या है? जो प्लास्टिड्स होते हैं वो स्टोर करते हैं पिगमेंट. दे आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर डिफरेंट colors found in the leaves, fruits, flowers and the vegetables. इसे हम chromoplast कहते हैं. And the leucoplast means जो होते कलरलेस होते हैं, उनके कलर नहीं होता है, दैट स्टोर फूड, वो भी फूड स्टोर करते क्योंकि वो प्लास्टिड्स के ही टाइप है. दे आर फाउंड इन द स्टोरेज ऑर्गन सच एज fruits, tubers and the seeds. These are the leucoplast. Chloroplast means it is present in the leaf of the plant, and it provide color, and it is the distinct region from the grana and the stroma, and grana and the stacks by the thylakoids. मतलब वो मेम्ब्रेन को बाउंड करने में हेल्प करता है, एंड फ्लैटन और कुछ डिस्क को फ्लैट करने में भी हेल्प करता है. दिस इज द क्लोरोप्लास्ट. नाउ द प्रोकैरियोटिक एंड यूकैरियोटिक सेल्स. प्रोकैरियोटिक में न्यूक्लियस इज अनडेवलप्ड, न्यूक्लियस इज वेल डेवलप्ड. ओनली 1 chromosome is present, more than 1 chromosome are present. Membrane bound organelles and absent membrane bound organelles are present. Size ranges is 0.5 to 5 micrometer, and size ranges from 5 to 100 micrometer. Examples are of the prokaryotic cells are the bacteria and blue green algae, and examples of the eukaryotic cells are the all other organisms. These are the differences between the eukaryotic cells and the prokaryotic cells. Now in the differences between the plant cell and the animal cell, generally small in size, generally large in size. Small cell wall is absent, cell wall is present. Plastids are absent, plastids are present. Vacuoles are smaller in size and less in number. Vacuoles are larger in size and more in number. Centrioles are present and the centrioles are absent. So these points are differences between plant cell, animal cell, eukaryotic cell, prokaryotic cells. You can note down in your notebook. So all guys, hope you understood this chapter. So bye guys, and thank you. So after we will meet at the next chapter video, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel.